Hello students, in today's class that I am going to discuss hardwired control. So this concept is very important. So as we know, to execute instructions, the processor must have some means of generating the control signals needed in the proper sequence. Here, computer designers use a wide variety of techniques to solve this problem. The approaches that are used fall into one of the two categories. First one is hardwired control and second one is microprogrammed control. Here we'll discuss each of these techniques in detail, starting with the hardwired control in this section. Now consider the sequence of control signals as I discussed in the previous section. Here each step in this sequence is completed in one clock period that we'll consider. So a counter may be used to keep track of the control steps as it is shown in this figure, that is in a control unit organization. Here each state or count of this counter correspond to one control step. The required control signals that are determined by the information like contents of the control step counter, contents of the instruction register, contents of the condition code flags, and external input signals such as MFC and the interrupt request. So this information, as you can see in this particular figure, in this control unit organization. Here, to gain insight into the structure of control unit, we start with a simplified view of the hardware involved. Here, as you can see, one component, that is a decoder or a encoder block. So this decoder or encoder block is a combinational circuit that generates the required control outputs depending on the state of all the inputs. Here, by separating the decoding and encoding functions, we obtain the more detailed block diagram, which is shown in the next figure. Here you can see we have separated the decoder and the encoder block. The step decoder provides a separate signal line for each step or at each time slot in the control sequence. Similarly, the output of the instruction decoder consists of a separate line for each machine instruction. For any instruction which is loaded in the IR, so one of the output lines, that is INS1 through INSM, is set to 1 and the other lines that are set to 0. The input signals to the encoder block in this figure that are combined to generate the individual control signals, that is Y in, PC out, add, end, and so on. So an example of how the encoder generates the Z-in control signals for the processor organization is shown in this particular figure. So this figure shows how the encoder generates a Z-in control signal for the processor organization. You can see here Z-in control signal, that is Z-in equal to T1 plus T6 dot add plus T4 dot BR plus and so on. So this signal is assigned during the time slot T1 for all the instructions and during time slot T6 for an add instruction and during time slot T4 for an unconditional branch instruction and so on. The logic function for Z-in is derived from the control sequence, different control sequences, right? So as another example which is shown in the next figure, this figure gives a circuit that generates the end control signal from the logic function, that is end equal to T7 dot add plus T5 dot BR plus T5 dot N plus T4 dot N bar dot BRN plus and so on. Here the end signal starts a new instruction fetch cycle by resetting the control step counter to its starting value, as it was shown in the figure 7.11, which contains another control signal called as a run, RUN. So when it is set to 1, means when this run signal is set to 1, then it causes the counter to be incremented by 1 at the end of every clock cycle. And when run signal is equal to 0, then counter stops counting. So this is needed whenever WMFC signal is issued to cause the processor to wait for a reply from the memory. Here the control hardware, as it was shown in figure 7.10 and figure 7.11, so they can be viewed as a state machine that changes from one state to another in every clock cycle depending on the contents of instruction register, that is IR, then condition codes and the external inputs. Here the output of the state machine are the control signals. So the sequence of operations carried out by this machine is determined by wiring of the logic elements, hence the name hardwired. Here a controller that uses this approach, it can operate at high speed. However, it has the little flexibility and complexity of the instruction set that it can implement, which is limited. Then I will discuss a complete processor, how the organization of a complete processor. So this is illustrated here in this particular diagram. Here a complete processor can be designed using the structure which was shown in this particular figure. So this structure has an instruction unit that fetches the instructions from an instruction cache or from the main memory when the desired instructions are not ready in the cache. Here it has a separate processing units to deal with the integer data and the floating point data, and each of these units that are organized, which was shown in one of the previous figure. Here a data cache is inserted between these units and the main memory using the separate caches for the instructions and the data. So it is a common practice in many of the processor today, and other processor they use a single cache. So already we know about this cache memory and all. So cache we can use it for storing the intermediate results, and hence we can say cache memory as the past memory as compared to the main memory accessing here. So processor is connected to the system bus here, and hence rest of the computer by means of a bus interface. Although we have shown just one integer and one floating point unit in this figure, so a processor may include several units of each type to increase the potential for the concurrent operations. So this way in which the multiple units can be organized to increase the rate of instruction execution, so which was shown in the previous discussions. So this is all about the hardwired control and a complete processor. And in the next class that I am going to discuss the microprogrammed control in detail. Thank you.